Good day, I'm Ikslorin. Last time we all of a sudden lost 2 games in a row, but luckily we were on a winning streak, so we still have more stars than when we started this week. But hopefully I can play a little bit slower and more importantly play better so that we can actually win against the ones we're playing against. Especially just also by drawing the stuff we need and be a little bit more lucky about who we're going to play against. Or what they draw. Actually, let's do this. We may actually also keep the Shattered Sun Cleric. It works really well with these two. So this should be fine. We don't have a turn 1 play per se, but we have a turn 2, 3, and 4 play. So everything is fine. Dandy.
Greetings.
And since this guy already has a golden hero, it's probably safe to say that he also has a good deck. So let's go for the Haunted Creeper. And he's probably, maybe just going to kill it, but we're going to be able to trade then the mana women. But he's actually going to go for face, so cool. So we can go for Shattered Sun Cleric, kill the mad scientist, and there we go. So this is with the mana worm, it's probably going to be a tempo mage. There's some mech mages that also use the mana worm. But we can probably say it's probably safe to say that this is going to be a tempo mage. So this is, no matter what, it's always the same secrets in both a mech or a tempo mage. So it's going to be both or either a duplicate maybe in very few circumstances, or it would be probably more a counterspell or a mirror entity. There you go. That's the words I'm looking for. There you go. Heal that up and go for face. And in that turn, I don't really want to play anything because I have no ability to actually answer it immediately. So I'm just going to just keep on doing this. This is a 3 mana thing, so it actually would be more than fine to recompopulate it. Most likely, it's going to be something that at least has a better body than this. So it's fine. So let's go for the Nerubian egg. Yeah. See if it is a mirror entity. It is not, so it is a counterspell. Good to know. Let's go for that. Get the 3/2 on the board and the 3/3. Cool. So we did give it 1 extra HP, so that's fine. So actually, since the fact that he hasn't even been able to play anything throughout the next turn, or the last few turns. There you go. I think it's yeah, it is still a tempo mage with a flame waker, but it does look like we are going to see a 4/4 on the board first of all, but also looks like we're going to see a more controlly version of it. And he pretty much kills everything we have. Ouch, that is terrible. Hey, that is our card. What the hell are you doing? That is our. What? No, that's ours. Oh well. Let's go for Sylvanas. We already know that the secret is not going to be anything like that or anything scary with a mirror entity, so it's fine. He's going to fire blast it sadly, so actually there's some, except for the fact that there's no healing of the dragon egg or any other things, it still looks like it's very much still very much works well with the mage. So I think let's just kill it before I can do more with it. And question just is, should I go for the Shadow Madness just to get something? Don't think that is a good idea. Let's give him another dragon egg maybe. Yeah, why not? Why not do that? And let's do this. I mean, why not? I mean, we are playing an egg pre, so if the X is on the other side, it doesn't matter. As long as we're going to see the dragon egg being awesome, it's fine. It's fine for me. Somewhat. Right? That's somewhat correct. Well, we're going to see more 2/1s. He's going to be able to trade really, really well. We are going to know to get one of the 2/1s, probably. There we go. Cool, so our egg is working as intended. Ah, well, damn. But Sylvanas did eat a fireball, which is always fine, always wonderful. So let's just heal this one up even further. This is still probably a counter spell. So let's heal this one obviously, because we want to get as many dragons as we can. Black whelp. Yeah, it is whelps. I've always wanted throughout this week to call them whelps, but I thought that they weren't called whelps, so I've always been calling them 2/1 dragons and everything, but it is a whelp, so cool. Completely unimportant per se, but still. Flame cannon. Man, these flame cannons for him have actually been really on point. And, well, this is not a counter spell, so we can't do this. Let's actually just go for face with this and heal, and then that turn. We can't fire blast it, but that won't really change anything about the dragon egg. We can kill it and go for a 2 whelp, but 2/1 whelp out of it, but he will no matter what kill it with a fire blast. Okay, I may actually soon try to see if I can just trigger the counter spell so that I can actually do something. Let's do this. Ooh. Light bomb, no. Shadow madness on that just to kill the dragon egg. Not really worth it. We can trigger the dragon egg and then use the shadow madness on something, but we still need in some way to trigger the counter spell. I may actually just waste my shadow madness to be able to light bomb. Well, we are certainly now going to actually have to deal with a counter spell now. The other one is probably going to be a mirror entity. We have seen 3 secrets in total, and that is usual that we are just going to see some kind of counter spell in here, so it's fine. So if I shadow madness this, it's going to be counter spelled, then we can light bomb and go in here.
Job done.
There we go. We still don't have anything that can threaten him. We have still Lothep on and Vol'Jin and some eggs left, but we don't exactly have any card draw to get there, unlike him. So this looks like another loss, and man, he has a managed secrets, so he has both of the counter spells and both of the new entities, pretty much. Because it is not a duplicate. It is not a duplicate. So let's trigger the counter spell and end our turn. I still don't know what I need to draw to be able to get back into this. I guess maybe one of those eggs so that we can actually go for Villain's Chosen on it. But then he can actually just throw out anything big and scary and we would still be in a lot of trouble. So he's actually just now going for the kill pretty much with the fireball straight to the face instead of anything else. And this Nerubian egg is not going to be able to be used. Oh yeah, of course, it's mirror entity. Well, luckily for us, we don't actually have any ability to trigger it ourselves, so he has to do it. But he can just do it over 2 turns with a fire blast, which he's also going to do. So, still not the most wonderful thing that is going to happen right now. Another light bomb, if you can top deck that, we can still pretty much kill everything he has. No. This way. Cool. So, still a light bomb would probably be the only way to actually deal with the whole board after we have some way killed the drop or something from this. So, because it will kill the for 4 and whatever he does else. So. But still, we're in a lot of... Yeah, frostbolt on that. Yeah, trading probably also. Just go for face, actually. I don't think we can draw anything. And we have pretty much not drawn anything we need anyway. Throughout this whole game. This is... He still has 10 damage on board. Which is still not enough for us to survive, so... Yeah. Well, it looks like either I'm always going to lose in one episode, or I'm going to win always in one episode, but... Not one of each, it seems, so... This seems like we're going to lose Also next game. Whatever. We're going to do it at least with a very interesting deck, so I'm more than fine with it. And I have no more water left in my cup. Against the Paladin may actually be really cool. Except if he just is going to wash us down and he is one of those face Paladins who actually are very popular right now. We have a turn 1, 2 and 3 play, though this is not really something we would want to do turn 1. Valence Chosen though, not really either. I will though keep the Abuser Sergeant because it just works well with the Nubian Egg. And there's a Dragon Egg, so we can actually play this turn 1, this turn 2 and this turn 3. I will just do this so that we can actually kill any stuff that he would be able to play this turn. If he coins something like a Knife Juggler though, we can still not be able to trade favorably. We will have an Abusive Sergeant up, but... An Owl, cool, so... He will actually deny us card duel, which is fine with me really, but... On the other hand... We're still going to pretty much be able to trade well with it. And he has already removed one of his silencers, so he cannot actually do anything for the Dragon Egg, which is great. Perfect. So we can actually... This is totally perfect. Actually exactly what we would want to happen. So this and heal, just to get the highest value out of it. Pop the shield. Pop this. Sweet. But we pretty much actually use nothing to actually get a 4/4 out. You can say that this Nubian Egg is going to be make sure that we are not going to be consecrated, but at turn 3 he's going to have to do a lot of stuff just to be able to make this one or to deal with this. So this is fine. This is a 3-mana thing though, and 1/4 of 3 is not really the best. We have already seen how what we would probably get for 3 mana, so let's just do this with it. Oh yeah, that is cool, that is good, that's great, actually. Totally perfect. So let's just also get this one out. And there we go. Still one turn away from being able to be consecrated. He doesn't have the coin, because we have already seen him use it for the Owl. So I think if we can not die or have everything we have killed immediately, it's going to be more than fine still. Though he can just consecrate it next turn. So, do I want to really trade? He can't just kill everything we have by just consecrating. So this may actually be the better thing, just so that this drop is still going to be alive. Didn't need to heal myself, just did it automatically. But it looks fine. This looks like it could be at least still a feasible board to accomplish something with. Bomb Lover, cool. Sadly though, it's able to kill our stuff. Well, we will trade with this. We will still have something on the board. Could also have Shadow Madness it, but it won't really do anything. Because we can deal 3 damage to his face, but it won't really do anything. So we need another minion on the board before it can work. This could be good. Yeah. Especially since he goes for face with it. So we can deal 4 damage to him. Yeah. Yeah, it should be work. It should work. Let's do this, and this, and this. Heal it up so that he cannot consecrate it still. And then he can trade this way. But that would be more than fine with me, because he only still has this as a 2/1, because I want in some way to be able to deal with it. But I do need to either use the Light Bomb to do that, or I need a minion. So, threatening him that I am actually going to kill the 2/1 with Taunt. I think that is just going to make sure that he's actually going to react and not just going straight for face. Yeah. I'm not thinking completely clearly today, which is which I would like to say is the reason why I play so awful, but I think that is okay. At least, somewhat. He at least doesn't know what he should do, or has just gone AFK. No matter what, I'm going to be able to get more If he has gone AFK at least, he's going to be able to... I'm going to get some value out of this, but... Damn. Well, at least we have something for this Shadow of Death. And he actually still didn't want to trade in any way. So, this is actually going to be able to... doing a lot of stuff, actually. Yeah, cool. Awesome. So now he will have to go into my 2-2 and get the drop, and then we can go for another part of the Shredder on top of that. Now with the true silver champion, sadly, he's just going to go straight for face still. That's irritating. I mean, if he has done anything, if he's still going to do the same as before, he's probably not going to really go for the board. It looks like he's doing some of it, but he's probably still going to go for the 3-2 into the face. Yeah, well, that was a surprise. Heal that. Balance chosen, cool. So let's keep this one alive and go for face with that. He has already used one equality, and some paladins have two, especially if they have two wild pyromancers in there too. But most, if I remember correctly, only use one equality and maybe have some wild pyromancers in there, but normally have two consecrates, but only one equality, so I can probably be rather safe. It's rather safe to say that we're not going to run into another one. So, you have to kill this. At the start of your turn, right? Yeah, so, actually we are pretty safe at this point. You can only play one spell with because of lower step, and he has only 2 cards, so he can only play on enough max to trigger this, but it has to be at the start of your turn. Let's see the Owl. Again going for the Northshire Cleric. Irritating because we cannot really get any card draw, but fine with me because we still are going to be able to get some rather good stuff out of something like out of the axe, because they are not going to be able to be silenced. You just have to be able to pretty much get a snowball on that egg going. We have seen that in the first episode this week, so hopefully we can get something like that to work again. Let's do this. Kill this immediately so that we don't see any shenanigans with that. Go in there and heal it. And in that turn, he still needs 1 extra damage to be able to kill this, and I don't still believe that he wouldn't have. I still believe he would not have another equality. So yeah, it looks like he's just going to go in. Actually, with the Defender of Argus, he's going to be able to kill it. Sadly enough, but we can light bomb kill everything he has. Yeah, actually, and still have a 2-3 on the board, or 2-1 on the board. It would be. Because we can heal this, then go in and trade, and kill that. So, and with a balance chosen, we can probably deal with most of the stuff that he can deal out. And if he plays something really scary and big, and he doesn't in any way is able to kill the 2-1, you should be able to use Vol'Jin or something like that. But it looks like we are going to go for this, I think. Then Balance chosen. He has already used both owls, so let's just go in and buff this one so much that it's probably rather unlikely that he's going to be able to kill it. It would require 3 more damage. It could be a Hammer of Wrath. That could be able to kill it. That would be rather irritating if he actually is able to do that. Consecrate is not completely enough to actually be able to kill it. So, and especially with something like this, we can just heal it and end our turn. So we just need something to go with the Vol'Jin. Well, I don't really want to use Vol'Jin on something that is my own, but there we go, Balderfist Augur. So we can use that with Vol'Jin. Problem, sadly, it's just going to be able to kill a Defender of Argus. But still, we pretty much have to do that or we're going to die. It's still 8 damage this turn. And we still have a very big and scary minion right now, so this is more than fine, I think. I think this is very even. It really just it depends on what we top deck. And most of this deck is some buffs or some synergy with other stuff. So the Dragon Egg, now that is out, already is down, should hopefully be able to do something. But with all of these 1/1s, if he is able to go for the Quartermaster, we're still dead. Shadow Death, Death is not really going to do anything. I can heal my Vol'Jin, but I would rather heal myself, so we are still out of range of being just killed immediately. And actually we should just have used the Vol'Jin in here. This way. We have to do this, obviously. Yeah. This a little bit irritating that he pretty much just is going to... this could be good. This could be very good. Oh yeah, this is fine. There we go, then we get the card draw instead of him. And we get a Sylvanas. Cool. So he is able to deal 6 damage to us this turn. I forgot about the synergy on this one. You normally don't really see the junk button, but it works. It does work, but we now have Sylvanas. And should he be able to trigger it once again, I can Shadow Word Death it. Or kill us, maybe? 7, that is 10. That is pretty close to being able to kill us, but... Trading in these ones, and healing, and Shadow Word Death should be able to do enough to... Light Bomb is not able to be used. No, so we have to do this, this, and end our turn. But he still only needs 1 damage. He's pretty much just washing us down and keeping me on just trying to stay alive. But luckily we can kill 2 minions each turn. He can only play 1 plus the card. And if he gets something that is not that... yeah, damn. I at least trade something, so...
Let none survive.
We still need to heal each and every turn. And Haunted Creeper is going to help us with the trading still. It's very, very close, to say the least. Yes, 3 minions on board, we can kill 2 each turn. Hammer of Wrath. We're going to get killed. That is, he's just pretty much just showing off now. Yeah, that's it. The Hammer of Wrath, I did say was going to be able to kill us some other stuff, and we should probably also have expected it, but there we go. Another loss, and back to 18. Oh well. At least we got an egg out, and it actually did work in the end and do something. Yeah, it ended up with a ridiculous top decking wars here in the end. And really, the last 2 episodes seems like I just did one big mess play after the other one. But hey, at least then you have something to laugh at, so... Yeah, still, we did show this deck, actually, at first, do really, really well. Especially the egg was doing awesome stuff in the first episode this week, which is number 4. So, I still am very positive about the deck, though not myself. Thank you for watching. See ya.